Hello, hello. This is my first time doing a voiceover in any of my videos because I have plenty of time now.
Which means I'm still unemployed.
But it also means more time to do art. And speaking of art, October is done, and that means Inktober is also done. So it's time to see my entries for this year, but before that, show you the items that I have used. Let's start with this ink that I bought from Shopee. This is Redstone in Gen ink. It helps well and it's very good. The brushes, I don't remember where I bought these brushes or if they are given to me, I don't remember. But this brush pen is called watercolor brush pen, where you put water in, I think, and it works like Feud pens. And I don't want to buy Feud pen because it's very expensive. So I just bought this instead. This is around 20 pesos, I think. It depends on the size. Next is this watercolor that I put in this medicine box. You know those watercolor that comes in a tube and then some artists put them on a tin? Yeah, it's like that. Then we have this correction pen for highlight. And of course, this lovely little sketchbook that I made. I made it myself because, I want a sketchbook totally for Inktober on, but I couldn't find one, so I just made one. The binding is called Japanese book binding, and I just followed the tutorial from Sea Lemon's book binding because, Sea Lemon carries the entirety of bookbinding community. So if you're interested in any of the products, I'll link it down below if you want to check them out. So let's start. Start with day one. For the first day, I made it look like a student about to go to school with a lunchbox and snack. I mean, who doesn't want a snack on the way, right? I'm still figuring out how to use brushes as line art since it is very different from using a pen ink. And I don't know where to put highlights and shadows, but I think you can see that. I took a reference from the movie Autopsy of Jane Doe, where the doctor is opening the bag, but like in my drawing, I made it look like she's already experimented and then was placed back into the body bag. On this day, I was supposed to make it look like comic style, like a storyboard or something, I don't know. And the scene is like a man is walking in a lake and then his foot got caught up with the rocks and then the mermaid was trying to help him out. But he got scared and then left his boot, so the mermaid will be left with the boot and examine it. However, that's way too much information for my hand to comprehend, so we settled with the last scene. He is the order and I made sushi with no side. I researched, sushi was an exotic food, which is not very exotic now because it's common. They buy these binoculars. This is one of my favorites because, look at the underwater vibe. It's on point. And the texture of the hair, it's like a shampoo, the bubbles too. So she's using 2 bottles as binoculars, which is cute, but ignore the hand. In day 6, I made this one look like an abandoned building, and the mermaid is being curious of what's upstairs and whatnot. Now, what I love here is the moss. It really pops out. And like how the water trickles down from, I don't know, maybe the building's slowly being submerged in the water. I do need to work on that one though. It looks like crab blood. For passport, my ID juice ran out on this day and I have no idea how to make a mermaid fly in a plane. Or maybe they fly using batteries or something. I don't know. For day 8. This is a different point of view of day 6, which is thread, and since thread and height is almost the same, I thought maybe make it like the same phrase, but different point of view. For day 9, this is a sun mermaid, okay? And I think I ate with the glowing vibe, but the rest, no. The hair was not supposed to be black, but I messed up and there is no undo button for traditional art. So I got lazy here as well, and now it looked like it was vomited by a 3-year-old. She's supposed to be traveling, and since fire doesn't work on water, I made it like a magic orb thingy, so maybe she's kind of magic. We have an illustration of the content of a mermaid school's girls' lunchbox, which includes several pieces of eye candy, sand dollar cookies, starfish crackers, blood dogs, and finger sandwich. Now my favorite thing about this is the highlights and the plastics and the eye candies, of course. They're like gummy bear, but the texture of the gummy bear is like, yeah, it's like that. For day 12, we have remote. This concept is one of my favorite because I love the highlights. Look at the shadows, the webs, the books, and bottles. So she's in a bottle, like it's an experiment, or maybe she's the trophy. Day 13 is Horizon. This one is supposed to be scary, but it kind of looked like the mask of the Mr. Incredibles, of the Incredibles family. In this concept, she's tied with chains in a column to be left out to die because she did something that's very frowned upon in their society. Maybe she communicated with a human, maybe she killed, maybe she lied, or maybe she's just killing. Maybe the more fault didn't accept that. Or maybe we'll have ratted her out, like saying, "There she goes, the hobo, seducing me with her tongues. Tie her up now before she could do any damage." And then boom, they cheated her, left her there, and now she's rotting. Still alive, but at this doorstep. Both dying from drying up and heartbreak. For day 15, we have guidebook. This is a cookbook, like a recipe for eye candy cupcake. I purposely made it look like a snap that was posted on Instagram. This is not one of my best concepts, but she's putting makeup on, and it reminds me of that one scene from The Substance where Elizabeth puts makeup on and then goes on a date, but then she gets unsecured because she seems so, and then she felt like she's not enough. So that's day 17's journal. So in this concept, she's making a journal while eating food, or she's eating while journaling, putting rat in the pages, Ew, no. The bubble is a yes, and everything else, no. Ridge, no. Also no. I messed up with the mermaid, so I made it look like the person looking at the map tossed the mermaid out and then encircled the map for something. I'm not sure how long I left with this after I finished it. Everything is good. Everything is okay. The drenched hair is clean. Very nice. Smushy the curiosity on her face. It's on point as well. But the beetle, it's a rhinoceros beetle. Okay, it's just chunky. Now it looks like a fat lice full of blood. Hey, there, she's eating. Do not disturb the lady, okay? What I like about this is the fins. Even though I didn't add a line art on it, it's still visible underwater. So in day 23, her bones are sticking out is good. I just forgot something. The chains. That's supposed to have rust. That is the prompt for this day. Like, how could I forget that? That's... Oh my gosh. I like the water though. The clam is their compass, okay? Next. Ooh, now this one's adorable. Her hair is like a tattered fabric sewn together in a pumpkin for a head. It was supposed to be like a rotting mermaid, but now this one's pretty. So maybe someone wandered a little too far from the campsite and saw something. Curious, they took a picture, and that's the last picture found in the camera. The owner of the camera? No. Maybe they're nowhere to be found. Maybe they're just missing and then accidentally left their camera. This one wandered a little too far from where she should. Maybe their driver is drunk and then he thought he ran over a deer or a raccoon. When you have a picture of someone and they're not around you anymore, not because they're dead, or maybe because they are dead, or maybe they are either casted out or they left with no goodbyes and you can't bear to see their face even in pictures. Yeah, it's like that. This is the backstory of that concept with their poofy hair and forgotten. I like the way I edited this. I am so proud of myself. I didn't have anything gold, so black and white later. I might make this one into a 3D art. So the idea of this concept is that one episode from Hannibal where the killer makes bowstrings from human blood. And lastly, I decided to make another POV on day 14 and day 23. But this time the place is submerged already. The physical body is not there anymore. Maybe she's gone for good. But her memories are still living in someone else's head, tainted with guilt. So this year's prompt sparked some controversies because some people find the prompt quite boring, disappointing, uninspired, and too basic for their liking. I even read someone that said, "Is this a prompt list or someone sent us their vacation list?" Personally, I didn't find it boring, maybe because I just started participating in 2019. But Inktober is a challenge, making the cogs in an artist's brain work, to be more creative, to think outside the box. They're prompts. You can take them in any direction. You just have to use your imagination. If you can create something out of very little, then I suggest working out on your creativity bone. That's why I made the list quote-unquote boring, and I associated the prompts with mermaids and sunrise. So that's all, and let me know if you want me to make another Inktober sketchbook tour from the past Inktober's, of course. So
That's all for today. Don't stop making art, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to keep up with my next creative journey. Bye!